celebrating here in Pittsburgh, but that has not stopped Steeler Nation from filling the stands at a rain-soaked Acrisure Stadium. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. 2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. First play, and Young is going to throw it. Flushed out right. And incomplete to open things up. You look at this Steeler defense. Well, this unit, very tough to throw against. Currently second best in the NFL.
And this is what we talk game inside the game. Top 5 passing offense versus top 5 passing defense. I wouldn't be surprised defensively if they change up coverages a bit more than usual to try and combat what they expect to see.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3-and-out here on 3rd and 4. Here's Young from the shotgun. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a give, running left is Harris. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Panthers, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Derek Brown able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Lance looking to throw it. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Derek Brown drops him again for the 2nd straight play, and it brings up 4th down. The Steelers send out their punter now. Back deep is DJ Chark. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Remember last time out they threw the interception on their first drive. Good news, their defense backed him up, so it's still 0-0 here as they begin their 2nd possession.
Yeah, one great way to judge a defense, how do they handle what we call sudden change? When all of a sudden, you know, it goes against their offense and have to run out in the field and try and put out the fire. Give this one great kudos for getting out there and not letting that interception lead to points. Excellent job by them defensively.
Meanwhile, Young's throw here taken in by Ingram. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 36 yards on the play. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now here's Young. That one deep from Marshall. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Steelers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
And Lance will try again on second down. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Well, hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. Now, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Here's 3rd and 7. To throw, it's Lance. He's got his target. That's complete. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And he will finally be escorted out of bounds down inside the 35. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Harris running straight ahead. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. The Steelers at 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
On second down, here's Lance. His throw incomplete.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. And Lance going to throw. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down.
Chris Boswell on for the field goal. A 45-yard attempt.
Boswell's kick is good. And the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. So the defense able to force the interception, and the offense working their way to field goal range and able to get 3 out of it.
Yeah, and give them credit for that. They took the ball, maneuvered it downfield, and while they couldn't get exactly what they wanted, which was a touchdown, they did get 3 points out of it. So they paid off what the defense gave them. Both sides to be thrilled with that.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
And he'll let this one go deep for Chuck. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Powers through it. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
A run with Harris out of the shotgun. Yeah, he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line.
2 things to watch. First, his strength and being able to break out that initial contact. But at his size, once you slow his momentum, it's hard for him to get it started again and end up tackling him behind the line of scrimmage.
Here's Lance to throw it. open man. There's Darnell Washington. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That one good for 26 and a first down. An option handoff given to Harris. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. Now a play fake. Lance. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11. And that is the third sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. Following the interception, Young. Left side here to Sanders. So the completion good for 7 there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Panther football to start quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming.
Ready.
Running right, here's Sanders. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Ready?
The play fake, now Young. And incomplete on the deep ball.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
For Marshall, that's complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Ready? Right.
They'll run with Sanders. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Off the play fake, Young. They'll roll him out right. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it, incomplete.
Help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Young to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will tie us at 3-3. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points seeded.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
First down, and they go back to Harris. Room here to run. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. 67 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Ready?
Now Lance. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
Here we go.
2nd and 10.
Set. Go.
On the give, this is Harris. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Najee Harris, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Steelers have taken the lead. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And the lead is now 10-3. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Ready, set.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47.
Ready?
It's Young off play action. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now for getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
He'll get it to the 40. Broke a tackle there to get some extra yardage. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
The Panthers on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From midfield, here's Lance. From the left side, it's complete. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Throwing on 1st down is Lance. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Just a gain of a couple there, and it'll be 2nd down. And Lance now to throw. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And the Panthers are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone. Could potentially tie this game up. And Young's throw there incomplete.
One thing you're always worried about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in. They just got to throw this one away.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. And he cannot get away, and Young will go down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. And he's able to force his way through one man, but he can muster only about a yard on the play. 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. On play action, Lance. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Here we go.
Now a 2nd and 10. Young to throw it. Flush to his right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
Ready?
Young off the play fake. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
On the ready. Red, cycle. Red, green. Ready, set.
Final play of the half, Young. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Ready.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And Charles, they got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
Only able to gain a couple there, and that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. That is caught. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
Ready.
And they fake the handoff. Now Lance. He's got a man. That's caught left sideline. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
Lance. And it's caught. Touchdown. Najee Harris with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th of the year. And the Steelers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead is now 17-3. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. It was a small, magical spread to overcome. A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now here's Young. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Chris Wormley picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
Now the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
3rd and long for Young. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Chris Wormley, 2 plays in a row now that he has gotten in there for the sack, and it brings up 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Taken right around the 44. So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field.
Set, punt.
Slot man moves right. Now Lance a fake of the jet sweep, and he wants to throw it off that play action. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And this one is incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball. but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. Third quarter action in the Steel City of Pittsburgh, PA. They hand this off to Harris. Down to about the 22 here. 97 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Lance going to try and throw on 3rd down here. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on 3rd down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
Boswell's kick is good. So the big return had him fired up, but in the end, the offense stalls out. They only muster 3.
Yeah, the excitement was there after the return, but they didn't move the ball at all after that. They didn't even get a first down.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
Here we go.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
On play action, Young. They'll complete it. Now the ball comes loose. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
I don't care what the scoreboard says, partner. You know who's winning this game right now?
Mother Nature?
Yes, indeed. Precipitation's winning in a big way. Sloppy, all these turnovers right now.
Yeah, well, this was the forecast. We got what was forecasted, and we got a lot of turnovers. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10.
97.
Play action. Now it's Lance. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And the Panthers are going to have it here just past the 25. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores. But, yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And, look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got in.
It's caught inside the 25. A big play there for Carolina. 55 yards. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. They go play action. Young. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Ready?
Young working out of the gun. Flushed out right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break contain and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
And the terrible towels in full force now as the Steelers get set to defend this 3rd and long. Young on 3rd down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And he takes it back to the house. A fumble recovery for a Steelers score. Extra point out by Boswell. And the lead is now 24. bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Let's go.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Here is Young. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Blaster, stay. Ready.
Back to throw again. Now he's flushed out right. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 17-yard line. And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this third.
Ready up.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Claw, 10.
They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Tackle made there by Chris Wormley. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, Young. It's caught by Sanders. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the 1st. Throwing, Young. That's caught. It's Malone. And he's going to come up well shy of the 1st here as the tackle's made right around the 12. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that'll bring up 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Escaping the pressure right.
And that'll be incomplete with the penalty marker down as well. And I think he was beyond the line of scrimmage when that ball left his hand.
Ready.
Harris. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Here we go.
And the Steelers, 1st down.
17.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance. Complete to Washington. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. A give to Harris.
106 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Good gain there on 1st down and keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Off of play action, here's Lance.
The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down.
The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
Oh, it's a wobbler here. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like.
Here we go.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line.
Hurry.
And they're going to speed things up here.
Ready?
1st and 10, Young.
He's got Sanders on the out route. It's caught.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a first down. Young. Eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Ready? Right.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Set.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
And he'll let this one go deep for Chark.
And that is caught at the 10-yard line. A big play there for Carolina. 48 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Again, it's Young.
That's once again complete to Chark.
3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal.
Blue black. Blue striker. Hut.
Young. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Hut.
They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Ready.
Touchdown, Panthers. Evan Ingram, his 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Panthers are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2.
The Young's going to throw for this.
He's got it. So they convert the 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. Oh, I think the Panthers have got it. They did. Carolina football. Well, that certainly makes things more interesting. You get the score, then you get the onside kick. A little uphill battle still, but a start.
It's not mission accomplished, but the plan is working. They are in a great spot right now, and the best part, they put the defense right back out on the field after having already scored.
Yeah, they've got the momentum here now. That throw by Young incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Dancing to his left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage.
Well, the elements, the crowd, the situation, this is NFL football at its best. Here's 3rd down.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six for a Steeler touchdown. Boswell for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with it. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Greedy Williams picks it off. Still going. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
Young's pass intercepted.
Ready.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Ready.
And they'll indeed take a knee. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game.
Ready. Ready.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, they went back to him, but the results were similar, so I highly doubt that he'll get another opportunity here on 3rd and long.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Lance looking to throw it. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Boswell's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately, not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. He goes 102 yards from one end zone to the other. And the Panthers are able to cut into that deficit. They'll try and throw for it. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2, they don't get it. And no, they can't connect on the pass. So that gets the clock down to 11. Time for probably 2 more plays. Got to go quickly, though. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation. And now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Striker. 3-3. Hut, hut.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Here's one deep for Pickens. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome. Put a little whipped cream on top to their ending.